we still talking about that?
No, because I didn't get a chance to ask you after the game.
No.
That's the only reason I'm asking you that.
Yeah.
So when you hear that, I mean, did this happen? Did this meeting happen that he's talking about, where you talked with him about, or he talked with you about calming your voice down a little bit?
No, Coach said it too. We've had multiple conversations, and I can't seem to find one that sticks out more than the other. So, it's a player-coach relationship. When things start going bad, everybody tries to point fingers to find out what's wrong. So, teams are going to come up with. People are going to come up with stuff. The relationship's great. We're on the same page. We're trying to win. And that's that.
The reason I ask is because just in the Toronto game, I saw you outside of the coach huddle, listening into it. So that hasn't changed for you as far as you interjecting your voice when you feel needed, right?
Nah, I'm always going to do that. Like I said, it's in the pursuit of trying to win. And, like my post-game comments, I've seen it before. And when teams are quiet and tend to, kind of separate in tough times, that's where it gets worse. So, me being around for a little bit now, just trying to implement my voice in the right spots in the right times, I'm going to continue to do so.
What's interesting about that is when I first started covering the team, you weren't as talkative, and that's grown over the years. What's made you be more of a vocal guy as opposed to early in your career?
Just experience, knowing what works and what doesn't. And I'm not saying only one thing works. There's multiple teams at the top of the NBA right now that are playing different styles of basketball. So there's not one way that works, but everybody definitely has to be on the same page.
I'm curious, obviously, looking at Minnesota, when you look at the teams ahead of you, you guys are playing them, so it's a chance to bump up quicker than maybe you would before. So how important is this stretch to be able to move up into that, outside of that bottom tier that you guys are playing?
Yeah, these should be playoff field-type games from here on out the rest of the season. I'm sure multiple teams, I know we're on the outside looking in, but I'm sure San Antonio and Portland behind us feel like they have a chance, and the teams in front of us are aware that they could fall out of it. So the game's gonna be high intensity. It's gonna be fun.
Yep. What is the mindset as you guys look to close this part of the season and just get back on track?
Just keep building and get on the same page. On both sides of the ball. I think our offense has picked up a bit, and then our defense dropped. So being more connected on the defense end, hanging our hat on the defense side of the ball, and going from there.
You just look at what you guys have been doing this stretch offensively. You guys have been playing really hard and great basketball. Have you guys talked about that at all, or was that something like knowing that you needed to turn on at this point?
Nah, we know. Even the games that we lost, we still feel that we've played hard. But playing hard always isn't enough. You got to be on the same page. You got to know what you're doing out there, so it's not, just havoc all over the place. So, calming down, realizing value in every possession, and like I said, getting stops.
When you have that type of game in Friday, where it's a fast start, 73% shooting in the first, and 40 points, which is most you've ever had in the first quarter of the season, do you think that, in your experience, teams rally around moments when they have that type of media chatter coming into a game like that?
I don't know. I think it can go both ways. If the communication isn't right. Wayne already asked me about that, and we cleared the air, and there was never no animosity amongst us. We're just all trying to get on the same page and win, and that's that.
In a game like this, with Julius coming back, you had that game, of course, in Minnesota where you hit that three to win it. You guys controlled most of that game. Does that still resonate in your minds going into a game like that?
No, we've dropped it. We obviously watched film on it. We don't know if Rudy's going to play tonight. So we're kind of focused on ourselves. We know they're a really good team that we've lost to a couple times this year, so this will be a big one.
Have you picked out the Olympics? You've been watching about the you guys.
Quarter goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it the first day.
I'm just curious, when you a guy that's in that mode of production and video, and what do you think of how that came?
I think it was dope. I think it was a inside look and behind the scenes, similar to the starting five, what they're doing now. Seems like the same production. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they spotted a few people on a few different teams, and you were able to look behind the scenes and see in the locker rooms. It was cool seeing the locker rooms of other teams too. Yeah.
Is that something that when you're older, done playing, that you can see yourself doing? Producing that kind of stuff? So it says executive producer, Devin.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you see a team like OKC after games, post-game interviews with guys like Shea and team rallied around and such, you feel like this team has that same type of spirit, even though they're not showing that type of stuff at the end of games?
I think we all rock with each other. I think it's easier to have that type of energy when you're winning and running off games, and your chemistry set, and those are the things that we're still working on. But I think everybody in this locker room is pulling for each other. Everybody in the front office, on the coaching staff, we all want to win, and we're all on the same page with that.
Curious, just obviously coming off the last win, what do you feel like could be built off of that?
I think the way we was moving the ball on the offensive end, defensively we did some things well, but I think, just trying to take it up a notch, keep playing the right way and keep playing as a team, go out there and win as many games as we can.
Curious on the defensive end, and something that you harped on about the group all year. What needs to happen as far as improvement to get that to a level where you guys can continue to?
I think we just all got to communicate, whatever five is out there, be alert, help each other out. We're going to make mistakes, but I think if everybody, got each other's back, make up for those mistakes, keep going.
Do you feel like the scheme is where it needs to be? Is just a matter of, like you said, communication?
Yeah, game by game is always going to be different, but I think, just keep doing what we're supposed to do, keep our principles, simple, and then just go out there and compete every possession.
With that communication, both have said sometimes when things get tough, the team gets quiet. How can you guys improve the overall communication?
I think in those moments, communication got to go up more, especially when teams go on runs. I think just us being more connected together, I think that helps us out. And then our defense impacts our offense, so I think both connected and got to play the right way.
I was just going to say that playing the Wolves tonight too, Julie Crandall making his return. What stands out to you about this team?
They play hard defensively, offensively they're good, move the ball. I think we just got to make things tough for them, take away spots that they want to get to, and just got to rebound.
You shooting 42% from three almost this year, that's a career high. At this point, do you kind of feel like you wish you would have ramped up the volume earlier in your career like you have now? Or?
Nah, my career, is the path that it was on. I don't take nothing for granted. And, each year, I think the volume went up, percentages went up, so I'm always just trying to impact the game and, make myself better every year.
And what's a guy like him? There's no way to stop anybody in the league, but what's the way to contain him in your minds?
Make things tough for him, try to beat him to his spots. It's not just one person guarding him, it's everybody, so I think we just all got to be on the same page.
How do you keep him, when he gets airborne and such, it's almost like a lot of comparisons to Jordan. What do you see in that one, that type of comparison?
He's his own player. He's a good player. That's what he does. So.
In this game, last time with Julius, there's report that he's coming back to play tonight. That game where you were in Minnesota, he beat you guys at the buzzer on the three. Does that still stick out in your mind, or is that flush?
To be honest, I don't even remember that game. It's a whole new game tonight, so just be ready for it.